Hi, this is Richard Urban, your host, with another tutorial on how to use the Urban Grocery Delivery System. And this tutorial is on setting up markups within the system. This is one of the most powerful features of the system. You know, allowing you to invoice your customers. It's very low tech to just give the customers a store receipt and say you're going to tack on 10% or $35 or whatever. Not bad, not good. But using our grocery delivery system, you can print invoices for your customers that have the markups built right in. So let's get going. So this is the user data screen on the back end. When you log in back in, click user data. This is where you set the overall markup. Usually the price multiplier, you leave that as 1.00. That would allow you to change like all the base store prices by a certain percentage. You usually don't need to do anything with that. So the main markup is set here, an invoice price markup. And it's set in the style of, this is set for a 20.5% markup. In other words, if you wanted to set a 10% markup, you would put 0.90 here. 15% 0.85, 20% 0.80, and so on. So this is set for an overall markup of all items by 20.5%. Cash discount percent is set at 2%. So if they indicate they want to pay by cash, if you're accepting that form of payment, then get a 2% discount. So that sets all your overall price markups, just like that. That's all you have to do. If you change it, click on Save here. But there's a lot more detailed features than that. So let's go over here. If you want to set it in a more detailed, drill down and set your markups in a more detailed way, go to Product Maintenance, set Prices Tags Product Tree. And then right here, you're going to see on the first screen, Set Prices, markup for actual prices. What does that mean? Well, in the system, when you put in a price, I could show you that on an invoice, but when you put in a price and you put in the actual store price and set that price, it's going to set that as an actual price. There's a field for actual price. So sometimes you may want to mark up items that have an actual price, meaning you've set the actual price from the actual price in your store versus the ones that we include with our system or updates to our system, price updates. Then you can do that. For instance, here we've decided for big heavy items like bottled water, mineral water, people may order cases of that, and things like that. They're heavy, they're hard to crate around, so you're going to charge a little premium on that. We're going to mark up the store price by 40%. So we put the markup as 0.60. But we only want to mark up the actual prices because the prices at our store are relatively good for these items. If you use the overall market price, then you may not want to mark it up that much. So this is for categories of items. So down here you'll see that we are choosing to mark it up for the base price too, but you could do it differently for the actual price if you want to. And then some items here we've chosen to mark up also for the base price for categories. So let's review this again. Okay. So this is for categories. Categories are smaller than sections. Okay. The next markup field here is for sections. Sections are like produce, meat, deli. So we've decided on produce we're charging a 16.5% markup here. Or we put it as 0.835. We could also mark up by a fixed price. For instance, if you wanted to mark up every produce price by $1, you could set this to fix and put $1 here. That probably wouldn't make a lot of sense, but you can do that. So we tell our customers that for these categories, produce, meat, and deli, we'll use actual store price, also bakery and seafood, and we'll add 16.5% as it shows here. We're also marking up soft drinks here by 33%, we decided. Okay, for actual prices. Now the base markup means this marks up things that aren't marked in the system as actual prices. So that would apply to most items using the prices that are provided in our system, or the updates that we provide for the pricing in the system, which is based on average prices in your market. So here we've decided to mark things up for milk a little differently. Like we have 11.5% markup on milk. We want to keep the price relatively low. The bulk water we're still marking up 40%. Stamps is just a convenience. We only want to mark that up very minimally, only 5%, for instance. And here, carbonated drinks, we're marking up 33%, and dairy, 16.5%. Okay, so you have a lot of flexibility, and as I said, you can change the markup type here. By default, it's percentage, but you can also change it to fixed. So if it doesn't say anything, it'll be percent, or you can set it to percent, which is the same as not setting anything, or set it to fixed. So you have great flexibility. And if you want a particular item, as it says in the instructions here, not to be marked up at all, you can set the tag field to skip, S-K-I, skip. And it won't be marked up at all. So you have great flexibility. And then on another tutorial, we're going to show you how you can, with the system, how you print and finalize the invoices. So you can print an invoice directly for your business, and you can email it to customer directly from the system. No need to print it out physically, although you can do that as well. So the system is very powerful for markups. So this is definitely the way to go. Most customers don't really want to get a receipt that says, okay, here's the receipt. Okay, well, we marked it up $50 or $30 or $20. Instead, you just give them the receipt. The markup's built in. They don't see that. And you can also charge a delivery fee, say $10. So that's a much more palatable, better way to invoice your customers. That's one of the great features of the Urban Grocery Delivery System. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And I'm your host, Richard Urban, and we will see you next time.